From the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Kaepernick. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short. To the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Kaepernick. He finds his man, complete. It's Pierce. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Kaepernick now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded right around the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On 1st down, Locke. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. At defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic and get you scored on again.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now a play fake, Kaepernick. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 35 yards. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship. ship is up and good, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
First and 10, Taylor now. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
At the Seahawks 16-yard line.
Second down at 5. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Colts 21, Seahawks nothing.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Watch the whip. Switch. Watch out.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. He'll buy some time right. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown there, and the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the rout is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, That's difficult for a team to handle.
Yeah, difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They fake the handoff. Now Locke rolling to his right. Completes it to Fant on the right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 41, Locke. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Seahawks. For Drew Lock coming out of Missouri, the one thing that scouts they loved was his arm strength, and we see why there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So that'll back him up 5. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Returnable for Lockett. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Locke going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Locke. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Play action. Now Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On play action, it's Kaepernick. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. I think probably just trying to draw him off there. It didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So the penalty really winds up hurting him there.
Yeah, winds up pushing him back. Sure enough, the field goal comes up short.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will go to Carson out wide. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Locke. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Locke to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Locke looks to throw it again. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken way up at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Locke going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Locke now to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Seahawks 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 17, Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They give to Taylor out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
A gain of 26 yards.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. He'll let this go for the end zone. got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This is taken way up at the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Back to Taylor on first down.
Room here to run. Uses the stiff arm. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
At the 2-yard line.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Again, it's Taylor.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 73 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Locke going to try and throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
107 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
Dancing to his left. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing now is Kaepernick. There goes a deep ball, end zone.
And oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw, Kaepernick. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
A 63-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will make this now a 19-point advantage.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle. A 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
After the made field goal, here's Blankenship again. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. Dwayne Eskridge making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 140 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Kaepernick now on first down. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, Kaepernick looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Locke. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Shotgun snap to Locke. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On first down, Locke. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Kaepernick looking to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick looking for Campbell downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Colts, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. About 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the Australian-born punter Mitch Wishnowsky to get things going. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Oh, he sheds himself free. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second and 3. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 57 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And Lance now to throw. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. These two teams all tied after 1. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possession.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mitchell. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Lance now on 1st down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Quez Watkins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
forced out to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bird. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete.
Well, their first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
49ers 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lance. He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lance. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Here's Lance to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Hey, check back 33. Check back 33. Bend it. Bend it. Safe. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Going deep here for Watkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, 49ers. Quez Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Yeah, we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Patterson on the carry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's taken down inside the 30.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And Lance going to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for the Niners.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Lance looks to throw again. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Lance now on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 4th and goal.
A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air, being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Now Lance. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Elijah Mitchell there to make the grab. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off near the 34. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach.
Touchdown 49ers! George Kittle, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. They'll try and throw for it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Now back to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check back 34. Mike, 34. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. 34 is the Mike. 34 is the Mike. Blue Deuce.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Lance looking to throw it. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2. Here's Lance. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first rounder, Jimmy Ward. Defensively.